It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, the 27th of March. I'm Michael Groff. A very active weather pattern will continue for the next 7 to 10 days or so across the region, with several Pacific weather systems passing us by. But what does that mean for our rainfall chances and temperatures? Well, let's talk about it as we look outside this morning. A few high clouds out there, otherwise mostly clear skies to start the day at 6 a.m. 59 degrees at Sky Harbor right now, dew point at 37, relative humidity 44%. The winds are light, the barometer is steady. Temperatures across the area right now, 45 at Fort McDowell, upper 40s in parts of the West Valley. Most of us, however, are in the 50 to 60 degree range to start the day. Satellite picture shows a band of clouds in association with a cold front that'll be moving through the area today. Not much fanfare with that in terms of precipitation, but some wind associated with it. We see that on the watch warning map here. Some wind advisories, Southern California, Southern Nevada, Western Arizona, including Yuma and La Paz counties today. So if you're on the I-8 or I-10 corridors heading into Southern California, watch out for some strong winds and, of course, blowing dust. That's always the big risk out that way. Elsewhere across the country, a scattering of dense fog advisories, parts of Nebraska, North Dakota, Minnesota, and Lake Michigan, as well as some winter weather nonsense up there in parts of the Northeast. Yes, winter is still hanging on in some parts of the country, believe it or not. On the convective outlook, a risk of thunder just north of us today, but the real action further to the east, where there's an enhanced risk of severe storms around Memphis, Nashville, Tennessee, and the standard slight risk for places like Jackson, Birmingham, Huntsville, Alabama, north to Louisville and Lexington, Kentucky. The marginal risk extends all the way from Baton Rouge north and east to Cincinnati. So let's talk our weather. Here we go with the models. The GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. We've got a trough moving through the area, and with that, an associated cold front. But this far south, it just means a few clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy today. Some increase in wind, especially out in Southern California, Southern Nevada, Western Arizona, along the Colorado River Valley. See some good winds out there, but here, just a little bit of a breeze. High temps upper 70s to low 80s tonight. Decreasing clouds, very pleasant, lows mid 40s to mid 50s. Then tomorrow, that trough, that system continues to move on south and east, and some of the cool air in the mid-levels will brush us by. So from about Phoenix eastward, there's a very slight chance of a shower. I think the best bet would be over in the White Mountains, but I suppose we could see an isolated rain shower tomorrow. Here's the high-res NAM tomorrow at 5 a.m. And you see a little blip there over eastern Maricopa County, but really not a whole lot to get excited about. If we see anything, it might just be a trace of rain tomorrow. So watch out for that. Don't cancel any outdoor plans. It'll be breezy. Highs tomorrow will mainly be in the low and middle 70s. On Wednesday, bit of a breeze. High pressure building back in. Bit warmer too, mid and upper 70s. Some of the warmest deserts get to 80. Thursday, we see an increase in wind as another system begins to approach from the north. This will have a mainly overland trajectory. We've been talking about this system for the last several days. Should be a pretty warm day on Thursday. The model's backing off the 90-degree readings. Instead, I think we're going to go for about the lower or middle 80s on Thursday, with the sky becoming partly sunny by late in the afternoon. Then on Friday, the forecast looks a little dicey. Forecast confidence not overly high. A system moves south into eastern Arizona. You see the surface low is further to the east. And so a few showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm in northern Arizona. I suppose our chances of rain here in the valley are technically not zero, but I'd just call it partly sunny with highs much cooler, low 70s, some breezy to locally windy conditions in Southern California, Southern Nevada, and along the Colorado River. Saturday, some cold air aloft, combined with the dynamics of this system still lingering around, could mean an isolated shower possible here in the valley. But that's still an outside chance, wouldn't cancel any weekend activities. And in fact, other than some breezy conditions, I think this weekend is just going to be beautiful. Might want to enjoy it because I don't know if we're going to have any more like this anytime soon. Highs on Saturday, upper 60s to low 70s, and that very small chance of a shower, perhaps a thunderstorm in northern Arizona. All right, Sunday, we have a few showers still lingering about in the eastern part of the state, but the main part of that low now moves off into the plain states. Looks like a glorious day around here. High temps, upper 70s to about 80. Here's a week from today. This is Monday, April the 3rd. That low continues to move east to the Gulf Coast region. Little weak waves of low pressure will move by in the flow through the area, but really temperatures about normal. Highs upper 70s and low 80s. The sky partly cloudy. Here's Tuesday the 4th. And again, some weak waves moving through. Looks like a kind of a complicated pattern, but really it just means for us highs about 80, maybe the low 80s, the sky partly sunny. And then this is the end of the forecast period, Wednesday, April the 5th. And there might be another little trough passing by, and temperatures might be held in check just a little bit with highs mainly in the mid and upper 70s to about 80. And the sky partly sunny, and that doesn't look like we're going to see any rain out of that anytime soon. Again, most of these systems continue to move over land. They're moisture starved, and that's what we're going to be seeing as we go through April, as we get into our driest months of the year, April, May, and June. Let's look at temperatures through the period off of the European ensemble. Yeah, this week looks pretty nice, and again, we could, I guess, get to 88 on Thursday. I don't know if it's going to get that warm, and then much cooler this weekend. And overall, I think temperatures are going to start to climb as we move through the month of April, as you would expect. And that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video back here tomorrow morning. Thanks as always so much for watching. Have a great Monday.